Hello everyone, welcome back to MATLAB programming class. I'm Hossein Tutunchi, and in this video we're going to work with plotting, customization of the plots and stuff that make the plot more appealing. In previous video we learned how to plot x versus y and then tweak it using colors, dashes, and styles and stuff like that. But for example, let me bring our x and y. So this was the function that we worked with, and we learned that by tweaking the last item, by just adding one item here in single quotation, which can be color, style, length, line width, and stuff like that, we can change the plot a little bit. How if we want, but we saw that we're only able to do one customization at a time, like black. But the question is, what if I want the color black and I want the dashed line at the same time and I want the marker of the circle at the same time as well? So I learned three types to modify this item, but I was only able to use one. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can combine these three features. So for the first item, let me put M as magenta color. So this was the magenta. And let me go with style. Let's go with dash dot. Like that. And for the last item, let's go with S or O. I think it's better. Okay, like that. Now, I wanted to combine all these three. I can do it easily by writing it together. So, OM dash and M. And it doesn't matter which one you just type first. You can type M first and then dash dot and then O. It doesn't matter. So if I hit enter and if I look at my graph, I see that the color is magenta, the style is dash dot, and also the markers are circles. We can do we can change the color to black that easily, or we might be interested to do it dash type, or we might like it diamond. So you see that we're able to do multiple customization at the same time. With that said, let me clear the screen. Another interesting thing that we can do is to plot more than one function on a single plot. So let me start by defining the x, a new value. I'm going to put pi divided by 150 and up to 2 pi. I think it's enough. I created an array between 0 to 2 pi with this value as incremental value, and then I can create y1 as sine of 4x. This is my y value, and now I can plot x versus y1. And this is the graph. Now, in order to plot another graph, what I can do is to use a function, to use a command called hold on. So if I do that, and then I define my next function that I would like to have, I call it sine of x. Now, what I can do is plot x and y2. Now you see that I have two plots at the same time. So what hold on does is actually when the plot is active, and you can see that, hold on reserves the plot and then plot the second item into that plot as well. If we don't do that, if we don't use the hold on, it's gonna overwrite the plot. We can also use different color for that. Let's go with red. Now it's more clear. Let me clear the screen. Another way that we can do this, we can get the same result is through plot function. And then what's the x value? The same thing. And we do have y1. Again, we can add another plot here at the same time. So, comma, what's the next plot? X. And what's the y plot? Y2. Close parentheses. So we do have one x, one y1, another x, and y1, 2. These two are going to be one function, one plot. These two are going to be the second one. If I do that, you see that I get the same result. MATLAB automatically labels the second one as green because we didn't specify it. However, I can easily change the customization of each plot. So for the first one, I put 2 single quotation. For the second one, also 2 single quotation. In first one, I would like to go red plus and dashed. In second one, I would like to go sign, colon, diamond. If I hit enter, now you see that I've created 2 distinctive graphs on a single figure. Let me clear the screen to give you another example. Let's go with y1 function as sine of x multiplied by 2, then y2 3, then y3 function. I'm just creating 4 different functions. y4 5 function. Very good. Now I created 4 different functions. What I can do is plot x, y1, x, y2, x, y3, x, y4. So I can create the plot, and because I didn't define the color and a style, MATLAB is going to select it automatically like that. Sure, I can change each item. Y2, let's go single dash, Y3, Y4, let's go S. So if I do that, MATLAB just customize the graphs.